things. Spicy questions, spicier wings.
Good evening, New Braunfels High School. Today I will be your host for Spicy Things. I am Miles Brooks with our current guest, Mr. Hughes, who is the principal of New Braunfels High School. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Mr. Hughes, principal of New Braunfels High School. This is my second year here, and I'm a little nervous about this.
All right, well, let's get to the questions. So for our first question, how do you feel about, not having like your hair anymore and like shaving it?
You know what? It makes life a whole lot easier. When I was in high school, actually, I had red curly hair, believe that or not.
Wow.
So there was a little bit of upkeep with that. This is just makes life a lot easier for me.
That's very interesting.
I appreciate the question.
I did not know you had red hair at all. Wow. You feeling it yet?
A little bit. I've had some that are a little bit hotter than that.
Okay. All right, so for our second question, I know you've had a tryout scheduled with the Cincinnati Reds, and you were injured before that tryout happened. How do you feel about that?
Fortunately, I was a good athlete growing up. I was good enough to be a multi-sport athlete in high school, and then I decided to focus on baseball in college, and had the Cincinnati Reds that were interested in me. I actually took part in a summer workout with some guys that played on the big league team when I was in college, and that was a lot of fun. But yeah, I got injured one evening in a baseball game, and I was out for about 6 months. It was a real severe leg injury, and that was disappointing. I never played again after that, but I'm doing what I love now. I feel like I'm serving my purpose. So we always face obstacles. It's just a matter of how we respond to that, and our effort that we put forward when we respond to that, and that determines just kind of how life moves forward. So
Those sound like very good words. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's very interesting to know. Was it like an ACL injury or?
No, it was a lower leg injury. I basically tore every ligament in my ankle, and also broke a couple of bones. Just walking across home plate, I slipped, and tried to catch myself a couple of times and just totally messed up my ankle. Yeah, it was a freak accident, actually.
So how are you feeling about the wing so far? Is it getting it?
I actually think the first one was hotter than the second one. I don't know, but we'll see how this goes.
All right, so for our third question, we know you like to listen to Jimmy Buffett when you grill, but the question we want to be answered is...
I want to know how you got that information.
We have some sources.
I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching.
We just want to know, what do you like to grill?
What do I like to grill? I love cooking ribs. I love doing brisket, different kinds of chicken. You can do chicken 100 different ways. But just love doing that. Doesn't matter the time of year, doesn't matter the temperature. I like being outside. I don't spend a whole lot of time inside the house when I'm at.
Is there any particular rubs or seasonings you like to use for your brisket or ribs?
My favorite seasoning, and they have all different kinds, it's a seasoning that's called Williams. They have all different kinds, and then I like Tony's. I think it's Tony Chachere's, is that how you say it? Tony's. But it's like a Cajun kind of Creole rub, so I like doing that.
Well, that's how you make the Mr. Hughes brisket and ribs, so thanks for letting us know. So, the fourth question. These are going to be rapid fire, so if you want to start with your wing.
Okay.
That'd be a great time.
What level is this?
This will be...
That one had a little heat to it.
This is lunatic.
Okay. All right.
feeling that one?
Yeah, I'm feeling that one. Yeah, definitely. Not happy about the next one.
So, first question, baseball or football?
Ooh. Like in terms what I enjoy watching the most, or
Overall,
if I had to
what do you
choose
enjoy
more? I'd have to say football.
Okay. Astros or Rangers?
Oh, Rangers. Go Rangers.
NBHS or MBMS?
NBHS.
Ooh. Stewart or Cosmo?
I'd have to go Cosmo, but don't tell Stuart that.
Okay, well, we won't.
Okay.
There's no cameras in here.
Okay.
And for our final question, if you want to start with your wing, it's going to be a...
Why? And what is this called? This was what? Ludicrous or lunatic?
A pretty normal name, actually. Certifiable.
Certifiable. The question is, are you feeling it?
I'm feeling it a little bit. Is it getting you a little bit?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Final question, number 5. Tell me a time when you violated your BCD policy.
Ooh. It's kind of hard to think right now. Unfortunately, I think I do that too much at home. I try to model what I ask of the staff. I try to model that here at school. So I really make it a point not to complain about anything or whatnot. But sometimes when I get home, I talk those things through with my wife, and but my wife's a principal too. So every now and then when we get home, we kind of trade stories of what's been going on and kind
Where's
of
your
vent a little
principal
bit.
at?
My wife's a principal at Dobie Junior High over in Schertz. So we're both guilty of that at home, just kind of vent to one another, but you know what, everybody needs that person. And so again, I really strive hard not to do that at work, but I gotta have that outlet sometimes. So, so the question again was, have I ever violated it, or the last time that I did?
When?
I feel like my tongue is like swelling right now, and I can't talk right.
Just like a time when you violated it, I guess. Yeah, pick one out.
Probably within the last week or so at home with my wife. So, yeah.
Well, thank you for your time. But one more thing. Do you have any words for today or tomorrow, and the rest of the year, if for any unicorns out there that are watching this?
First word of advice, don't eat whatever this is called. What is this called?
This is certifiable.
Yeah, don't eat certifiable. Yeah, that's hurting. Other one, words of advice, just for kids in general here at school. You know, thinking back to my dad, what he used to always tell me when I was in middle school and in high school, he would always say, surround yourself with good people, good things will happen. Surround yourself with bad people, bad things will happen. I always tried to follow that rule when I started hanging out with people. I'm like, okay, are these people making good decisions or not? Because, again, if you're hanging out with people that are making bad decisions, there's a lot of times you'll get sucked into that. So, again, surround yourself with good people, good things happen. Surround yourself with bad people, bad things happen.
All right. Good people, good things. Bad people, bad things. Thank you, Mr. Hughes, for your time, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.
All right, thank you.
Make sure you wash your hands.
Absolutely.
Lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing.